Ms. Heard lied, and she lied again, and she kept lying.
Stand up for victims of domestic abuse everywhere who suffer in silence. Give Amber Heard her voice back.
This trial and the verdict that came out is going to have a pretty big impact on survivors and their ability and desire to speak out. I think this is going to set back the MeToo movement quite a bit. One of the most powerful, if not the most powerful tools for survivors of domestic violence is the ability to speak out about the abuse that they're suffering. If that's silenced, they're stuck, and they are going to be surviving on their own in silence for who knows how long. I've been in an ongoing conversation with one particular client. We are, barreling towards trial where she's facing defamation claims for speaking out. And we had been keeping an eye on the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, and it has been, very triggering. And the verdict, of course, was pretty devastating for her to learn about and, certainly has shaken her confidence, as I think it's shaken a lot of our confidence in the legal system.
Well, this seems to have been a rough week for Amber Heard, and can I say, good.
And that's what's been the most sad about seeing these TikTok videos and the social media, these memes and Saturday Night Live. It's like they're making fun of, essentially, and belittling by making fun of domestic violence survivors.
Mr. Depp, earlier in this trial, you mentioned that Ms. Heard left fecal matter in your bed.
That is correct. Yes.
I would tell people to think about the fact that there's this statistic that it's shown only about 5% of those who speak out about domestic violence are shown to have been untruthful about that. So victims are usually telling the truth. And you have to think about, why would someone speak out? It's an enormously difficult thing to speak out and to go public, to seek help, because you can face quite a number of punitive measures as a result. This is not something that people choose to do easily or for other reasons.
I was really upset because I've been personally touched by domestic violence. I've seen it happen firsthand. If people truly cared about those that have been survivors of domestic violence, they shouldn't adopt this attitude of like a mob mentality here at the courthouse. If you support someone, that's great. You're entitled to your own opinions. But man, just think about the damage that you're doing online to this whole MeToo movement, to how people treat domestic violence. It took so long just for people to stand up to Harvey Weinstein.
Today's verdict confirms what we have said from the beginning, that the claims against Johnny Depp are defamatory and unsupported by any evidence.
I do think this is a backlash, and a pretty intense one. And this trial was part of that, and perhaps will come out to be as one of the most obvious examples of that backlash. At the same time, there are laws being passed to protect victims of sexual harassment and sexual assault, stronger laws around the country. So that's important. There are anti-SLAPP laws around the country that exist, that are being strengthened, that protect those who speak out against their abusers. if they're being sued for defamation. So there are strides being made, but, socially and emotionally and psychologically, I think this trial and the verdict that came out is going to have a pretty big impact on survivors.